Your age pension changes the moment you leave Australia for more than 26 weeks. Most people retiring overseas don't find this out until it's already happened. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what changes, when it changes, and how to calculate what you'll actually receive using the official 2026 rules from Services Australia. If you're drawing down super and counting on the age pension as part of your retirement income in Vietnam, the rules are different from what most people assume. The difference between getting the full rate and getting a significantly reduced rate comes down to one number: your Australian Working Life Residence, or AWLR. We're going to break that down completely today. If you're Australian and seriously planning to retire in Vietnam, subscribe. We cover super strategy, age pension rules, visas, and cost of living, specifically for Australians every single week. Now let's get into it. First, the good news. The age pension has unlimited portability, meaning it can be paid to you anywhere in the world, including Vietnam, indefinitely. There is no hard stop date where your pension simply ceases. What changes is the rate you receive, not whether you receive it. The rules break into 3 stages based on how long you've been overseas. Stage 1, 0 to 6 weeks overseas, nothing changes. Your full pension continues, no need to notify centrelink for short trips. Stage 2, more than 6 weeks, your pension supplement reduces to the basic amount. You must tell Services Australia about your travel plans at this point. The supplement reduction is roughly $189 per quarter for a single person. Not enormous, but worth knowing. Stage 3, more than 26 weeks overseas. This is where it gets more significant. After 26 weeks, your rate of age, pension may become proportional, recalculated based on your Australian Working Life Residence. This is the rule most people don't know about, and it's the one that can make a material difference to your retirement income. So what is AWLR, Australian Working Life Residence? It measures how many years you lived in Australia between age 16 and age pension age. Despite the name, you don't have to have been working during this time. It simply counts the years you lived here as an Australian resident. After 26 weeks overseas, your pension rate is calculated as your years of AWLR divided by 35. So if you were a resident for 10 years, you get 10/35ths of your usual rate. The maximum AWLR is 35 years. If you have 35 years or more of Australian Working Life Residence, your pension rate does not change when you move overseas. You receive the full amount indefinitely. Let me make this concrete with 3 examples. Example 1. You've lived in Australia for 35 years, between age 16 and 67. Your AWLR is 35 years. You move to Vietnam permanently. Your pension rate doesn't change. You receive the full $1,200.90 per fortnight, approximately $31,200 a year. No reduction. Example 2. You've lived in Australia for 28 years. Your AWLR is 28 years. After 26 weeks in Vietnam, your rate becomes 28 divided by 35. That's 80% of the full pension. 80% of $1,200.90 is approximately $960.72 per fortnight, around $24,979 a year. Example 3, you've lived in Australia for 20 years. Your AWLR is 20 years. After 26 weeks, your rate becomes 20 divided by 35. Roughly 57% of the full pension. That's approximately $685 per fortnight, about $17,810 a year. More than 240,000 age pension recipients travelled overseas for longer than 3 months in 2025. So this is not an edge case. This affects a significant number of Australians. Beyond the pension rate, there are other payments and entitlements that change when you leave Australia. And some of these are more significant than people realise. The pension supplement reduces to the basic amount after 6 weeks overseas, approximately $219.05 per quarter, for a single person. This is a meaningful reduction worth around $756 a year for a single. Rent assistance, if you're receiving it, will cease after 26 weeks overseas, or when you no longer qualify, whichever is earlier. If you're renting in Australia while also living in Vietnam, this is worth checking carefully. Your pensioner concession card is cancelled when you leave Australia. This means no more discounts on medicines, utilities, or government services while you're abroad. Healthcare in Vietnam will need to be covered by private expat insurance, which we've covered in previous videos. If you haven't yet claimed the age pension and you're living overseas, you generally must return to Australia to apply. A 2-year waiting period then applies before the pension becomes portable and can be taken overseas. So if you're planning to retire in Vietnam before pension age, factor this into your timeline carefully. So how do you calculate your own AWLR and know what you'll receive? Here's the step-by-step. Step 1. Count the years you lived in Australia between your 16th birthday and your age pension age, which is 67 for most people reading this. Count only the years you were an Australian resident for social security purposes. Time spent overseas as a temporary visa holder doesn't count. Step 2. Divide that number by 35. That's your portability fraction. Step 3. Multiply your current pension rate by that fraction. Step 4. Notify Centrelink. Officials stress that pensioners should notify Centrelink before travelling overseas. Most people will continue receiving payments, but rates can change depending on length of absence and residency history. Give them at least 3 to 4 weeks notice before departure. Step 5. Set up overseas payment arrangements. Services Australia can pay your pension directly into an Australian bank account, which you then transfer to Vietnam. Using a service like Wise for the AUD transfer saves significantly on bank fees. And a practical note, if you have 35 years or more of AWLR, you are exempt from the proportional rate calculation entirely. Your pension rate remains unchanged no matter how long you live overseas. If you're close to 35 years, it may be worth considering delaying your move to reach that threshold. A few things specific to Vietnam and Australian retirees worth flagging. First, Australia and Vietnam do have a bilateral social security agreement, but it's limited in scope. It primarily helps Vietnamese nationals who have worked in Australia access certain payments. It does not substantially change the age pension portability rules for Australian citizens moving to Vietnam. The AWLR calculation still applies. Second, your tax residency matters. If you're living in Vietnam permanently, you may be considered a non-resident for Australian tax purposes after a certain period. This can affect how your super withdrawals and pension are taxed. This is complex enough to deserve its own video, and it's coming, but for now, flag it with a tax advisor before you leave. Third, timing your departure strategically can make a real difference. If you're close to 35 years of AWLR and a few months away from hitting that threshold, waiting until you reach 35 years means your pension rate will never be reduced, even if you live in Vietnam for the rest of your life. For some people, this is worth waiting for. So, what happens to your age pension when you move to Vietnam? The short version, it keeps coming, but the rate depends entirely on your AWLR. 35 years or more, you're fine. Less than 35, it reduces proportionally after 26 weeks. Know your number before you go. Notify Centrelink before you leave. And if you're close to 35 years, seriously, consider waiting. Next video, we're going to cover the tax side of retiring in Vietnam. Specifically, what happens to your super withdrawals and pension when you're no longer an Australian tax resident. It's the most misunderstood topic in this space, and we're going to break it down with the actual ATO rules. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and drop a comment below with your AWLR. I'd genuinely like to know where people are sitting.